So hello, Professor. I'll try to be quick about this. So explain the updated code. So we start by creating a C array for the counting. So it just takes the maximum elements of A and that number times 0 cells. So and for there is output which is just the same as A but it's empty. So with all zeros. And this is new, so the D array and the I array. I'll try to explain them using Paint. So for example, if we have B, so these are the breakpoints. So D is the size of B plus 1, and I is the same size as B. So for D, it always starts with 0, and for example, this 11 is the number of elements that are less or equal than 5 in array A. So we just use array A and we count all the elements that are less or equal than 5 and put them here and put the number here. And again, all the elements that are less or equal to 8 and put it here, and 10 again and put it here. And it always starts with 0, so this is to keep track of the starting positions for for the writing phase. This will make sense when we go to it, when we go to the writing and the counting phases. So for the I, it's the same as B. So this is just to keep track of the indexes that we are going to use in the writing phase. So we go now to the counting phase. So just normal counting. So this is the result of the counting. So this is the result. And for this, for B, for D, so for in this step, we just D. So we take each element of A, then breakpoint here, and we count the elements are less or equal than each breakpoint. So it's not exclusive. So all the elements in that are less or equal than 8 are also all the elements that are included in the elements that are less or equal to 10. So for this, so 15 of these 20 are already here. So so now for the writing phase. So just go again over A and over each breakpoint individually. So we compare the number to the breakpoint, and if in the counting table if their value bigger than 0. And now for the output, so let's try to create an output array. So it's the same length as A. So for example, for the first element, which is 2, so as you can see here is 2. So so we are just going to use the index, just the index. So we start by 0 plus the D, the starting position. So 0 plus 0 plus 0. So the index is going to be 0 and we're going to print 2. So if we go again over 3, so 3 now, so this will get updated. So this becomes 1. This becomes 1. And the content table gets also updated, so this is 1. So now for 3, so we take the index 1 plus the starting position. So it's 1. So going on, so 2 again. So this gets updated. So this is 2. 2 plus 0. It's index 2. So 2. And we keep going on. So for example, for 10. So 10 is a different story. So we use this starting position. So we get 15 plus 0. So each one of these has its own starting index. Each one of these actually. So 0 has this starting index, 11 has this starting index, and 15 has this starting index. And for this index, it's just the last element index. So it's going to be 20 here. 20. So for 15, so it's 15 plus 1, so we go to 15 cell and print 10. And for example, the 9, then it's going to use the same this, but this is going to be updated. So it's going to be 15 plus 1, which is 16. So here is 9. And this also gets updated. So this becomes 2, and this becomes 1. So going back to the code, so here is the logic, and the content gets updated, and the index gets updated for each breakpoint. So and we break, and we return the output to be printed in the transformed array. And that's about it. So if you have any question, please let me know.